Lexington police say a man stole vehicles from 2 different gyms to support a drug habit.
A House committee discussing a bill that aims to better regulate dumping of radioactive waste in hopes the situation in Estill County does not happen again.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon to you. Amber Philpott and Sam Dick reporting. Police say he was stealing to feed a drug habit. A man charged with felony theft talked to us the last time he was arrested.
And now 31-year-old James Watts is charged with stealing 2 cars from 2 Lexington gyms. Victor Puente has more on these new charges. It's our top story at 4:30.
This isn't the first time James Watts has been charged with theft by unlawful taking. But Lexington police say the items he's stealing and the crimes he's committing are getting larger. This video is from 2013 when James Watts spoke to us from jail and admitted to stealing cell phones from a high school locker room.
There's definitely no justification involved. You know, it is what it is. I'm a drug addict.
Yesterday, he was arrested again and charged with a similar crime, theft, but this time it's a felony. Lexington police say he went to 2 different gyms, the YMCA on High Street and Wildcat Fitness in Heartland, and stole car keys from people working out. They say he then went to the parking lots and stole those people's cars.
His underlying issue is narcotics, and unfortunately, because that's continuing to plague him, he's continuing to steal to support that addiction.
He was arrested yesterday. Police also charged him with possession of heroin and burglary. They say he broke into a house on East Maxwell Street and stole a PlayStation 3 and a camera, eventually pawning them. He was sentenced to 8 years in prison for those last thefts, but was paroled after 18 months.
So yes, it's not in our best interest that he was paroled, but it happened, and now we're going to put him back in jail.
Watts was arraigned earlier this afternoon. We asked if he wanted to speak about this latest arrest, but unlike last time, he declined our request for an interview. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
In addition to the theft and drug charges, James Watts also is charged with violating his parole. Heavy rain and storms moving through the Bluegrass right now and will continue through tonight.
Yeah, the rain is expected to continue on and off through the weekend, but it won't be a complete washout. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
You know, a lot of the area today, guys, getting in on sunshine and 80-degree temperatures into southeastern Kentucky. Yet areas just to our west, we've been waterlogged with heavy rain, all kinds of flooding issues, western Kentucky. Now, that big swath of heavy rain is moving over the same areas right now. You call that training. Notice how everything is aimed from around Bowling Green, north of Bowling Green, toward the Frankfort area, and then on toward Maysville. Southeast of that, not a whole lot of action. I start to see that, and you got to wonder about some high water potential, especially within that narrow corridor where you see the enhanced band of heavy rain. Look at the thunder and lightning there to the southwest of E-Town. That'll continue to work its way along the BG Parkway corridor, and just to the north, we've had better than 1-inch rain amounts already coming from the skies from parts of Franklin County back toward the southwest. Heavy rain capital City over toward Midway, down into Versailles, downtown Lexington. We've dodged a lot of the drops. Heaviest rain on top of the Kentucky Horse Park and Masterson Station. Northeastern Kentucky, heavy rain from Mount Olivet down into parts of Nicholas County and across the Harrison County area. And look at all the showers and storms from Bowling Green toward Nashville, where Wildcat fans are right now. All of that feeding on into the region, and that temperature gradient absolutely incredible. Still 79 degrees into Harlan County, southeastern Kentucky. When I come back in a few minutes, we're going to show you how the cooler air will at least win the battle for a little bit, and that means a better looking Friday.
Chris, thank you. A House committee passed a bill this morning to better regulate the dumping of radioactive waste. It was filed just days after the state confirmed low levels of radioactive waste from out of state was illegally dumped at a landfill in Estill County. The House member who represents Estill County says the state needs this bill to prevent this from happening again.
This had to be done to ensure them that not only me, but the Natural Resources Committee, the state, and the state agencies were concerned about them. I think in rural counties sometimes they feel like other parts of the state get more concern and more people working for them.
During testimony, officials noted the other states involved in the Estill County situation all have more regulations in place than Kentucky does. Kentucky American Water customers already pay more for their water than hundreds of other private and public companies throughout the country. But But if a private water company gets its way, your water bill will go up later this year. Kentucky American, which provides water to people in 11 central Kentucky counties, wants a 17% rate increase. Officials say it is necessary to recoup a $79 million investment into various improvement projects.
Over the years, obviously, that system has changed. Regulations change, and they continue to change as far as water quality regulations go. Infrastructure gets old.
Amber's at the live desk now with investigative reporter Delano Massey with more on this story that he's working on for tonight at 6. Amber?
Sam, thank you. The city of Lexington, they're opposing this, right, Delano?
Yeah, the city has pretty much tried to intervene in every single case, especially in recent years. So they're opposed to this. Mayor Gray issued a statement, and he said that he wants the PSC to say no because this would be the 5th rate increase in the past 10 years.
Wow. There's a report that says Kentucky American water customers already have some of the most expensive water in the country.
Yeah, Amber, the Food and Water Watch, a DC-based company, actually did a study, and they surveyed 500 public and private companies. They did this by obtaining the website. They got the information from the website, so they called the companies directly and they compared annual water bills. So Kentucky American ranked 69th.
All right, you are going to be breaking it all down for us coming up tonight at 6. Sam?
Thank you, Amber. A trove of alleged ISIS documents is now in the hands of intelligence officials. A former ISIS member reportedly leaked more than 22,000 pages of secrets to British media. Jonathan Vigilati reports.
It's being called a war chest of top-secret terrorist data. Tens of thousands of alleged ISIS application forms containing the names, addresses, and even telephone numbers of aspiring jihadis and the people who recruited them.
This is the WikiLeaks of the Islamic State, so it's devastatingly disastrous for them.
Sky News says a disgruntled former ISIS fighter in Turkey gave the data to the British broadcaster. The man, who calls himself Abu Hamed, says the information should be with people who fight against Islamic State. Hamed claims he stole the memory stick full of secrets from an ISIS security chief. Registration forms ask recruits 23 questions, including whether they want to be a fighter, commando, or martyrdom seeker. People from 51 different countries, including the U.S., reportedly applied, including Abdel Berry. The 26-year-old former rapper from London is believed to be an ISIS fighter. If the mountain of data is found to be authentic, officials say it would be one of the biggest counterintelligence triumphs so far in the war against ISIS. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News.
Also, a newspaper in Germany confirms it received a smaller group of similar ISIS files.
A dream come true for a pair of Adele fans in Dublin, Ireland. We'll have more on their surprise performance at her concert ahead.
John and I met in law school. 2 of our sons work with us every day. Morgan & Morgan is a family business, and we are in the business of helping you when an accident devastates your life. This is what we've done for almost 30 years now. We understand your financial needs and obligations and how the loss of income or unpaid medical bills can be overwhelming. Our family is here for your family. Oh, and just so you know, I'm a grandma now. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
My life's all about sports, but families first. Having lots of fun, but protecting them from the unforeseen with insurance, a will, and a trust. A famous coach inspired me, and now I have a plan. Do you?
Kerr Brothers for more than 100 years.
Everybody in the pool. A new swimming pool in your backyard this summer means double the fun for your family. What better way to keep the kids entertained? Think you can't afford it? Then think again. The big 15 by 24 Econoline pool from Blue World Pools is only $3.99. Yes, $3.99, and that super low price includes pump, filter, liner, ladder, and a free automatic pool vacuum. That's right, all that fun, only $3.99. But that's not all. That price even includes installation on your ready site. What a deal! You may choose to step up to the next level with our midline pool or really turn your backyard into a summer party paradise with the classic pool from Blue World Pools. Our top-of-the-line classic is famous for its low maintenance and high-style beauty. Nothing brings the family together like a backyard pool. Those summer barbecues, the parties, or just hanging out and cooling off on yet another sweltering summer day. Beat that heat. Call Blue World Pools now and get your party started.
What do these women have in common? They are the staff of Ageless Medical Weight Loss. They've lost a combined 1,300 pounds. The team at Ageless will understand your struggles and celebrate your victories. For a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution, call Ageless today for a free consultation.
Jenny Wingo signed up for KU's Demand Conservation Program because she knows that during the day, energy demand is at its highest. While she's at work crunching numbers and taking names, a device in her home's AC helps manage the community's energy demand and earns Jenny $20 in summer energy bill credits. And when her coworkers also signed up, all that extra money means bye-bye frozen fettuccine and hello party sub. Become a legend of energy efficiency and start earning your summer energy bill credits.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Spring weather across the Bluegrass State, complete with the warm temperatures and now the showers and the thunderstorms out there. Seeing the storms kind of teasing Lexington, west and north side of town, getting in on some heavier rains. Look at our live sky cam. We've had a few drops here at the station over the past little bit. Nothing, though, like what they've been seeing to our west. Clouds are thickening up. Winchester Road out in front of us, Hamburg Pavilion in the distance. The airport, it's raining at 64 degrees. We're about 3 to 4 degrees warmer on the east side of town now because we don't have the rain like they do out across the west. And the farther west you go, it is cooler. The farther east and southeast, said yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a low 80 out there. We were right at 80 into many areas. I think you have a chance to do it again on Saturday. Not so much tomorrow as the cooler air at least blows into town for one day. Defender Radar Network lighting up as we cover the entire region with the network and picking up on those showers and thunderstorms that are coming well from our west and southwest. And they're kind of moving over the same piece of real estate, one little cluster right after another. That's called training, and that's how you can get some at least local high water issues, stream and some street flooding. From around Carlisle over towards Cynthiana, northern Bourbon County through most of Scott County and into the downtown Frankfort area in Franklin County, we are getting in on some very heavy rains. Versailles, Lexington, not so much. To the north of the BG Parkway, look at that little stripe of heavy rain and thunderstorms. E-Town has picked up 1 to 2 inches of rain over the past few hours. And look at the thunder and lightning now beginning to work toward the northeast. So yes, some thunderstorms moving into central Kentucky over the next 1 to 2 hours. Numerous counties into western Kentucky, western Tennessee are under flood warnings as of now. Very surprised you don't have flood watches anywhere across parts of east central Kentucky, especially that I-65 corridor. Southeastern Kentucky, the warm air kind of holding those storms at bay. It's not going to last that much longer. Map we put together yesterday really holds true today, and it's going to hold true for the weekend. What does that mean if you have some outdoor activities planned for Saturday and into Sunday? Well, from today through Monday, rounds of showers and thunderstorms. All told, many areas can pick up a good 1, 2, or even 3 inches. Now, that's through Monday. You're going to have a lot of dry weather in the mix as well. Temperatures stay above normal, and on Saturday, we can make a run at some record highs into parts of the region. Hour-by-hour forecast will concentrate on Lexington. 7 o'clock this evening, thunder, lightning, and temperatures that are dropping quickly. As we go through the evening, look at that rain number. Already by 11 o'clock, better than 1 inch of water in Lexington. For the rest of the overnight into early tomorrow morning, temperatures are into the 50s. It's a cooler afternoon, but notice how it stays dry. 62 degrees for your Friday afternoon. Tomorrow night, temperatures bottom out, then begin to rise as we go toward daybreak Saturday. Some showers around with a warm front. Watch the numbers by 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. 78 degrees with more showers and thunderstorms to follow that up as we go into Saturday night and into the morning hours on Sunday. That's a heck of a forecast for your Saturday with temperatures that can hit 75 to 80 with enough sunshine. Also, the same time, we spring forward before going to bed Saturday night. Long range forecast, guys. The end is in sight for this beautiful weather in terms of temperatures. The end of next week could get awfully chilly.
For fans traveling tomorrow from Lexington, Kentucky to
early
Nashville,
in the morning, you're going to have some rain to deal with. The deeper you get into the afternoon, the better the conditions.
Okay, pretty good.
Not bad at all tomorrow afternoon. Yep.
Thanks.
Celebrating local musicians this weekend with an event called The Revival. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at Austin City Saloon today.
Tonight, The Big Bang Theory's so funny, we're putting it in writing.
It's in my proprietary font, Helvetica.
Catch an all-new Big Bang Theory, CBS tonight.
CBS Tonight.
What's up now?
It takes a secure man to handle his wife's hunky new assistant.
Nice jacket.
I've had it for ages. Still got the tag on it. This is not that man. So grab a seat for TV's #1 new comedy.
Your chair's a squeaker. Let me take a look under the hood.
Throw you back out again.
New Life in Pieces, CBS Tonight.
Across America, people are taking charge of their type 2 diabetes with non-insulin Victoza.
For a while, I took a pill to lower my blood sugar, but it didn't get me to my goal. So I asked my doctor about Victoza. He said Victoza works differently than pills and comes in a pen. Victoza is proven to lower blood sugar and A1C. It's taken once a day, anytime. Victoza is not for weight loss, but it may help you lose some weight. Victoza works with your body to lower blood sugar in 3 ways: in the stomach, the liver, and the pancreas.
Victoza is an injectable prescription medicine that may improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. It is not recommended as the first medication to treat diabetes and should not be used in people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Victoza has not been studied with mealtime insulin. Victoza is not insulin. Do not take Victoza if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Victoza or any of its ingredients. Symptoms of a serious allergic reaction may include itching, rash, or difficulty breathing. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Serious side effects may happen in people who take Victoza, including inflammation of the pancreas, pancreatitis. Stop taking Victoza and call your doctor right away if you have signs of pancreatitis, such as severe pain that will not go away in your abdomen or from your abdomen to your back, with or without vomiting. Tell your doctor about all the medicines you take, and if you have any medical conditions. Taking Victoza with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. The most common side effects are headache, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting. Side effects can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
If your pill isn't giving you the control you need, ask your doctor about non-insulin Victoza. It's covered by most health plans.
Savor something different every day. Just ask for the $3 sub of the day at Subway restaurants. A different 6-inch sub every day for only $3. Classics like the meatball marinara and Italian BMT, plus favorites like the turkey breast and turkey and black forest ham. 7 days, 7 subs, $3. Subway, founded on fresh.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you. Follow WKYT on Twitter.
If you're looking for some great entertainment this weekend, you're certain to find it at Austin City Saloon.
It is 12 hours of music from Kentucky musicians. Our Deanne Stevens is out and about with Chris Bentley from Sunday Best to tell us all about it. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here. This is my friend Ransom, who's hanging out with us at Austin City Saloon. It's like the whole family's going to come out and be a part of the revival happening this weekend. Chris Bentley's dog. You take him everywhere, don't you?
Yeah, and as I told you earlier, I need to get him a vest so I can take him to Kroger. Tell him, say he's a service dog.
Make it legal, right? Not break the rules. Chris Bentley, you recognize him from Sunday Best, is with us. And Chris is putting together this big revival, celebrating local musicians on Saturday. What are folks going to see?
12 hours of music, so song and dance and fellowship. Just the community coming together to kind of uplift everybody in it at the same time. I'm excited. I'm going to be here the whole 12 hours, so I'm going to try to get plenty of rest this week. But,
as you should.
Yeah, but please come out, and I think it'll be a really special event.
A lot of local acts, food trucks, all kinds of fun. What are we going to hear from you right now? This is a little preview of the revival.
This is a new song called Josephine.
Take it away, Chris Bentley.
Do your thing, Josephine. Come on, do your thing, Josephine. Why don't you do your thing, Josephine? Come on, do your thing, Josephine. just like you do it.
Chris will be here with Nick from Sunday Best and all kinds of local artists for the revival. It is happening Saturday here at Austin City Saloon. You can get your tickets now at austincitysaloon.com or just show up at the door. Tickets are $10 and the revival starts at 2 o'clock on Saturday. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Back to you guys.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Kentucky native George Clooney has reportedly been forced to step up security after his wife Amal received death threats. The human rights lawyer is receiving threats for defending the jailed former president of Maldives. This comes in the wake of Amal's co-counsel being stabbed in the head outside his hotel in Mali in September. It happened just before Amal visited the Maldives president in prison. He was sentenced in March of 2012 under a tough anti-terrorism law. The Clooneys have been advised to travel with bodyguards and are being driven to restaurants.
A pair of Irish singers experiencing superstardom after Adele brought them on stage to perform with her. The men who created a viral mashup of Adele covers on Facebook got an amazing surprise when the Grammy winner invited them to perform at her concert in Dublin. They proceeded to bring the house down with favorites like Hello and Someone Like You. The duo got hugs from Adele and a standing ovation from the crowd.
A brawl breaks out between several women on a flight, and of course, it's all caught on camera. What they were fighting about ahead on WKYT News at 4:30.
I'm Alex Trebek. If you're age 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want affordable life insurance that's simple to get. Coverage options for just $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase. Guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free gift with great information. Both are free, with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call 1-800-440-4200 for your free information and a free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-440-4200. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-440-4200. 1-800-440-4200. Call now.
Make time this spring to escape to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where the only thing you'll want to do is have fun in the sun. Let the sound of the ocean's tide take all your cares away and leave you refreshed to experience something new. It's your moment to let go and unwind on Myrtle Beach Time.
Let go and unwind on Myrtle Beach Time.
I think today out there I saw a little bit of everything, some clouds. I swear I saw a little hint of sunshine and then some rain.
Well, I didn't see the sun, but you know, Chris, I guess rain a lot more, and it could get kind of serious overnight in some places.
Yeah, heavy rains are targeting areas, guys, just to the west of Lexington, along that BG Parkway corridor especially. Really telling the tale here on our sky cam. 64 at Mountain Parkway, Lexington. Notice how the clouds are a little thicker in Lexington than the Mountain Parkway. Rain, Frankfort, 61 degrees. But look at Jackson, 77 degrees. We've been hitting 80 degrees into parts of southeastern Kentucky so far today. But look at that heavy corridor of rain. Even noticing some lightning now across the E-Town area and parts of west central Kentucky, getting in on some very heavy rains, moving over the same piece of real estate. So when you see that on a a radar picture. You got to worry about the possibility of at least some small stream and street flooding. We'll keep an eye on that as that slowly makes its way into parts of central and eastern Kentucky over the next couple of hours. Going to be a wet evening out there. Let's see if that's impacting the roads. Here's Officer Don.
A couple of things right now. Its overall traffic flow looks pretty good. As we can see on the north side of town, no major issues on the circle between, it looks like, North Broadway over to Versailles Road. But outbound Leestown Road, a little slight delay there because of a stalled car in the left lane. Drive times this afternoon to Mount Sterling. Things look pretty normal. Also okay to Versailles, past the county line, and still looking good to Winchester on 64. Now back to you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. The most interesting man in the world just lost his job. Fists fly mid-flight and a tiger on the loose. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Dos Equis is dumping the gray-haired spokesman known as the most interesting man in the world. The Mexican beer brand said that Wednesday that the most interesting man commercials will continue later this year without Jonathan Goldsmith, the 77-year-old actor who has appeared in Dos Equis ads since 2007. In Goldsmith's last commercial, he is shipped off in a rocket on a one-way trip to Mars. A replacement for Goldsmith has been chosen but has not been made public yet. Dos Equis is owned by Amsterdam-based Heineken.
The turbulence on a Los Angeles-bound flight was from a dust-up over a boombox. It happened aboard Spirit Flight 141 from Baltimore. Police say two drunk women began blasting music. When other passengers asked them to turn it down, they refused, and that's when fists started flying. A flight attendant could be seen on cell phone video trying to break up the fight. Police met the plane when it landed at LAX. 5 women involved in the fight were pulled off the plane, but no one was arrested.
That's ugly. Traffic, oh my, is right, can be a real nightmare, especially if this happens. A tiger on the loose. Drivers in Qatar recently had to deal with this. Shocked onlookers saw a tiger cub on the loose darting between the cars, so the whole thing was caught on camera and posted online. Eventually, the cat is wrangled by a fearless motorist. Officials say they're investigating what happened, but that's something you don't normally see anywhere.
Yeah.
But stay inside your car, right?
Absolutely.
Keep the doors
if you
locked.
see that coming, for sure. Please stick with us. Here's what we're working on for you now at 5 o'clock.